Chris, you know, we had Facebook say they're not going to take new ads a week before Election Day. Now they're going to halt the ads after Election Day. But I wonder how much of an impact all of that's going to have on how Facebook is perceived.
Though there's always a bit of a fight about disinformation as we get closer to election seasons. We saw it when we started taking political ads back in 2006, and there were some policies in place then to begin to deal with them. But obviously, the huge investment that the company has made in being ready for electoral disinformation that would come from any side or from foreign nations is paying dividends right now. So I think that you've seen policies evolve with the communications that are coming from the campaigns and with some of the discovery of activities by foreign governments and other actors that are all designed to make sure that this vote has a high level of integrity to it.
Chris, I think, and I don't have any data behind this, it's just what I think, that Facebook is probably the primary communication medium right now for political conversation. Given that it's hard to meet in person, a lot of other venues are shut down. Do you think new policy is going to arise out of this time in particular? And if so, what do you think it's going to be?
I think that there's always learning from attempted manipulation over time. And just as you saw from the situation in 2016, the company invested very, very heavily in making sure that it's out in front of a lot of issues that could come up, and watching very carefully the expression that's coming from the campaigns and from all actors online. And obviously, the worry about dangerous organizations, trying to set up for potential violence is something that's become even more and more aggressively addressed in the last few weeks. And I think that you'll see that vigilance continue through the election. The particular policy changes around ads right after the election, around claiming victory, et cetera, are a response to some statements from the campaigns about what might go on, and some intelligence that's happened over time indicating that there may be plans to do that. And I think it's an important for all folks who are conduits for information to call that out.
Hey, Chris, speaking of all of that, I wonder, it's been remarkable to watch the evolution, at least in the company's thinking, from what we can see externally. That is the move on political ads post-election, QAnon, Boogaloo going back a few weeks ago. Are you impressed or surprised at, if we're going to call it a U-turn, how fast this U-turn has come?
I don't think it's a U-turn at all. I think that the policies were always in place and that there may have been some failings in implementation. But I think that as the threats evolve, that there has to be an intelligent addressing of that. And the company has been very aggressive at stepping out to get in front of that and to make sure that, that people can vote. And also the proactive measures that have been taken, registering 4 million new voters, recruiting poll workers, and assuring that that this vote, people can have the ability to express their will at the ballot box. I've also been privileged to participate in that through a lot of the NBA work that we've done with the Players Association, with the owners kind of stepping forward to create arenas, to open up arenas as voting centers. And that's been thwarted in some cases, if you look in Harris County, Texas, or a number of others. But by and large, we've had a very successful effort to use arenas as voting centers.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.